cracking a cold one, headphones on, game day begun. Dialing up the podcast crew for the sports lowdown, me and you. Trash talking sports from coast to coast. Every game, every win, every boast. From the gridiron to the diamond, we break it down, leave no stone unturned. Defiant. Hoops and hits, goals and runs, we cover it all, having tons of fun. Debating plays, calling out the fouls, racing hearts and heated growls. Trash talking sports from coast to coast. Every game, every win, every boast. From the gridiron to the diamond, we break it down, leave no stone unturned. Defiant. Stats and scores, predictions bold, stories told, legends unfold. Nothing's off limits, we speak our minds, leaving all the haters behind. Trash talking sports from coast to coast. Every game, every win, every boast. From the gridiron to the diamond, we break it down, leave no stone unturned. Defiant. So tune in now, don't miss the show. Trash talking sports, let the good times flow. From the hardwood to the ice, we're serving up the truth with a side of spice.
What's going on? Why am I taking my hat off?
That's
What's
what
going
I
on,
was
everybody. Happy freaking Sunday. I was taking my glasses off, man. It's a day, man. It's a day, bro.
It's funny.
Sorry. It's only 1:30. It's already been a day. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome to Unnecessary Roughness right here on the Nonsensical Network. We got my boy Rick in the building. Derek will be joining us momentarily. He having a little interwebs issues, which I was having as well, and Rick said he's having as well. So it must be a thing. It must be
goes along with the PlayStation Network outage for 26 hours that had people like offing themselves and having fits. And
I blame Donald Trump and Elon Musk. It's all
for the PlayStation outage.
For the internet and the PlayStation outage.
Give all you Xbox users a chance to actually make the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, right. I wouldn't know what the hell on top of what leaderboard I'm supposed to be atop top of. I just play to play. I shout out to Cash, man. He's a real fucking menace on Call of Duty, man. He was out there playing last night. He's like, Dad, I'm getting first every game, man, and I'm carrying my team, bro. I was like, your back hurt? He's like, what?
When they're too young to get the jokes.
Yeah, right.
Look at Monty talking smack. Y'all are 30 minutes late. Of course we are. We're grown-ass men. We don't work on anybody's time schedule but our own.
Didn't I tell you to fucking go to bed already, little boy?
Hello, Minty.
What up? Why? What up? Why? Yeah, we make our own rules and our own schedule. That's the joys of being an adult.
I could eat chocolate cake for breakfast if I wanted to. Not that I will, but I could.
Nikki and I have that discussion all the time because she's all the time like, I can have cake or ice cream for dinner. And I'm like, no, you can't.
We can.
I mean, you can, but I don't want cake or ice cream for dinner. I would prefer dinner food, and then I'll have ice cream after.
But what if you have pancakes with a scoop of vanilla ice cream on them?
I mean,
does that count?
I've done that, but I'm not
opposed to the idea, are you?
No.
That's like cake and ice cream for dinner, bro.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to like a nice warm apple pie and some vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, I heard that about you. All American Pie reference right there, buddy. Like warm apple pie.
Yeah, there. Got to get in where you fit in. Welcome. Welcome to Unnecessary Roughness. We are on the Nonsensical Network. Give us a follow. Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Shows are live Monday through Sunday on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And there's something that's driving me crazy. Got it. And you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at, all at the Nonsensical Network, or go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. All them links are going to be there, including links to Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner, which is Nikki's shop. You guys can get shirts, hoodies, sweatpants, cups. She does sublimation, but she's getting ready to get into the vinyl game as well. So anything you guys want to get, whether you want to get some nonsensical swag or some personal stuff or whatever it is you'd like, go ahead and hit her up, Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner, and she will get you all taken care of. You guys know the drill. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share if you do so kind. I can't fucking spell to save my life. We're going to the Superbowl, not the Super Bowl.
I mean, you're welcome to go to the Super Bowl. It happened like that sometimes.
Right.
That's my big thing for today is what food do I want to make? Because I could really couldn't give a flying fucking space about the game tonight. In fact, I care so little about it. I'm laughing at the fact there's a bar in Buffalo that is boycotting the Super Bowl, and on their big screen they're going to show Bills highlights from the last 4 seasons with their AFC championships, and they're going to show the Puppy Bowl.
Nice.
So I am 100% okay with that.
Yeah, 100% out of bucks to give when it comes to the Super Bowl. I think a lot of people are, though, man. I think a lot of people just don't care this year. I think they're just fucking over it.
They're over it. They're over it.
I mean, they're, usually, in the Super Bowl, I can pick at least one team to root for. I'm rooting for a player today.
You want Saquon Barkley to break his record?
I want to see. I wouldn't be mad if Saquon won a ring.
So let's talk. Before we get too deep into that, I really want to address this. JA17 wins the MVP.
Who's that?
Josh.
Never heard of him.
Yeah. So Josh wins the MVP, and I think it was because they took more than stats into play on this. I think a big thing that weighed in on it was the fact that Josh doesn't have your household names to work with. He has a team full of nobodies per a couple of different sportscasters, and he still made things happen.
I mean, they're NFL players. I wouldn't call them nobodies.
But they're not your household names. You know what I'm saying? They're not your Derrick Henrys. They're not your Mark Andrews guys. Yeah, they're not those guys.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh Allen has a team of nobodies and still made things happen and won the AFC 4 years in a row. Well, the AFC East. So
yeah. Well, I mean, AFC East is kind of weak right now. But nonetheless,
it wasn't.
It wasn't. But nonetheless, I mean, I think stats should play a big part in it, but I definitely don't think that should be the only thing that determines MVP status. Obviously, there's a million other factors that could go into it, whether it's fan voting, whether it's looking at the team, looking at the schedule. We talked about it. We tried to compare the schedules, but the schedules were pretty close in comparison. You know what I mean? So you couldn't say one had a tougher schedule compared to the other. What up, Brian? Super Bowl Sunday. Chiefs suck. I agree. I hate Patrick Mahomes.
The Chiefs don't suck. Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce suck.
Pecker fucker. Peter Piper picked a pepper fucker.
No, Peter Piper fucked the pepper.
That's a pep. I can't remember what I call him. Pecker. Anyway,
pepper fucker.
I'm rooting for the Dodgers to bring home the cup today. Go Tigers. How you feeling today there,
Go!
How you feeling there today, pepper fucker? The misfits of the NFL. Who's the misfits?
I think it would be the Bills.
Oh man, fucking Bills. I should come over to Twitch and chill with us. Fuck Twitch. I will shout out to Fireman Rich. He popped up last night on the show, and he's still not quite over the Bills' loss to the Chiefs.
I don't blame him.
It's affected him pretty badly.
Deeply, huh?
Yeah.
Did it affect him deeply? Because I mean, it's just another heartbreak for Bills fans, like normal.
Yeah, and he's a Bills fan, like you. And I told him, I was like, yeah, for a second I thought Rick was gonna have to jump off a bridge, but he pulled through. I think he's gonna make it. I think he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad for me. I mean,
Yeah.
it was pretty rough. It was pretty rough,
Yeah,
I won't lie. But
it's one of those things. It's like, you know, being a Browns fan at this point, I'm just fucking used to it. You know what I mean?
see, for the Bills, I reference it kind of like Dale Earnhardt winning the Daytona 500. It's the one thing that we just can't do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It took Dale Earnhardt 20 plus years to do it. And
Yeah,
Wally should love that reference right there. Wally should be fucking 6 to noon on that reference right there. But
praise Dale.
Yeah, it's that one thing. Like the Chiefs are just in the fucking way, and it's crazy because I think if anybody else would have knocked off the Chiefs and knocked them out, I think there'd be no doubt Buffalo would have gone to the Super Bowl. But the Chiefs are just that fucking monkey that's on our back that we just can't shake.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, unfortunately, they have seemed to become your guys' kryptonite.
It's right there. We've been running up to them so many times. But there's going to come a year. There will be that one time where we get over that.
My thing is, in the regular season, you guys have their number. You guys smoke them in the regular season.
Dude, to go back to the Dale Earnhardt reference, he won the Pepsi 400 at Daytona at night countless times. Couldn't get that 500 victory. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just the way it's weird how, and you almost want to say sports superstition. It's weird how it plays out like that. It just,
yeah, I don't know. And speaking of being a Browns fan, we got another kick right to the dick this week being a Browns fan. As Miles
you did. Yeah, you did.
That you know, he wants to trade. And what's wild is right before the playoffs, that question was brought up, and Andrew Berry said, "We are not trading Myles Garrett. We have no interest in getting rid of him." And Myles Garrett made a comment about wanting to stay in Cleveland. And then right after the Pro Bowl, I went out. And then the other kick in the dick was, I talked to LeBron James and got advice from LeBron James.
That's the worst advice you could have got right there.
Why would you get advice from that goofball?
Yep.
Because unless Myles Garrett goes to the Chiefs, he's probably not going to win a Super Bowl anywhere else. Unfortunately.
I wouldn't say that.
With the way the NFL is scripted these days.
I wouldn't say that he won't win a Super Bowl anywhere else.
I mean,
the question is,
still be my guy wherever he goes. I'm not mad at him.
The question is, do you want him to stay in the AFC or go to the NFC?
No, that's I don't want him to stay in the AFC. Fuck no, I don't want him to stay in the AFC.
You don't want to have to play potentially twice a year. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what he does to quarterbacks, and I know our quarterback situation is not good.
And if he went to the Pittsburgh Squealers or the Kentucky Bengals, you'd be really pissed.
Yeah, I mean, unless he went to Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati in one of those two games next year, he absolutely fucking cripples Deshaun Watson.
I don't know,
man. He can't play anymore. But no, I don't want to have to play him in the AFC because I know what he does to offensive lines and quarterback.
I would love to see us drop Von Miller and pick up Myles Garrett.
How much? We're kind of stalling the Super Bowl talk because we're waiting on Derek. He's supposed to be coming up. But how much do you think Von Miller has left in the tank? I love Von Miller. I mean, I liked him when he was in Denver. I like him with you guys.
Ever since he got hurt, though, he
left?
just hasn't nothing. He hasn't been the Von Miller he was in Denver since he got hurt.
Yeah. He's getting up there in age, too. I mean,
yeah, I think he's like 30 something.
Is he only 30? I feel like he's been in the league so much longer.
Hang on, let me goggle it. You know how we do, man. Goggle saves our lives.
Goggle.
He's 35. I lied. He's 35.
I thought he was a little bit older. So he's not terribly old, but he's getting up there.
Yep. He went from the Broncos to the Rams to the Bills. We picked him up in 22, so this will be his third year, and I think we only had him for a 3 or 4 year contract. So,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I just don't think he's got left in him what he had. So, we got him. Oh, no, I lied. He signed a 6-year, $120 million contract with the Bills, 45 fully guaranteed at signing, with 51 guaranteed in total.
What's going on, Tyson?
That's a buddy of mine. Yeah.
What up, mate?
I don't know, man. I don't think he's got anything left in the tank with the youngness on the Bills team to keep up and continue.
Fortunately for the Browns, if they are able to, and if they do trade Myles Garrett, he's going to be worth a pretty penny.
Myles Garrett will be worth a first-round pick in my mind, no questions asked.
Absolutely. We're going to get anybody with half a brain cell, which does not include our upper
anybody for the Browns. Yeah, you're not talking about anybody with the Browns upper management.
We're gonna trade them to fucking Tennessee, and we're gonna get Will Levis and
a 3rd and 4th round pick.
We're gonna get a 5th and 6th round pick 10 years from now, and
you'll still have to choke on the rest of his contract somehow.
Yeah, and then we'll wind up paying his contract in Tennessee, and then we'll get some water boy from Tennessee as well. So that's.
Did you see who else requested a trade?
Probably
Debo Samuel from the 49ers. Yep,
I just seen that
San Francisco.
I just seen that this morning, and they did give him permission to.
Yep.
Look, so,
and I think it is in San Francisco's best interest. It will free up some cap space to make some room for that Brock Purdy contract that needs to be coming.
Mm-hmm.
I think San Francisco needs to contract Purdy. I don't think he needs to be a huge contract. I don't think he needs to be a Dak Prescott, Patrick Mahomes. Dak Prescott shouldn't even be a Dak Prescott contract. But
let's be honest.
I don't think he needs to be a Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen type contract.
No, but he definitely deserves to get paid.
I think they need to lock him down in San Francisco and keep him for a while. I mean, he had a rough season this year, but in his defense, San Francisco was throttled with injuries.
I was going to say, do you put this season on Brock, or do you put it on the? I mean, Caffrey was out, Samuel was out, Ayuk was out a little bit.
Ayuk was out. I still say that a little bit of it does fall on Brock. He wasn't at his A game like he was the season prior.
And he was battling some injuries this season too.
He did have a shoulder and elbow injury for a week or two. Because I think they did start what's his name, Trey Lance or something like that once.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's a $60 million a year quarterback. I think they'd be stupid to let him go unless they got some. I mean, he's another one. He's worth the 1st round pick, no questions asked. But then you don't have a veteran quarterback on your team. You're bringing in somebody who is coming straight out of college, and this goes back to what we talked about a couple weeks ago. These college players coming and getting thrown right into it.
Yeah,
and not getting any time.
I think we're seeing more players today that are making that transition from college to NFL a little bit better than back in the day. Because I just look at Cleveland experience and look at how many first round draft picks, quarterback wise, that came in and just ate absolute dog shit. Hold on one second. Got to answer a phone call. So talk amongst yourselves.
My disagreement with that statement is that might be the case for most positions. However, I disagree when it comes to the quarterback. So I don't think the quarterback position should be thrown right into the mix. Coming straight out of college, they need to have that developmental time as a quarterback. The rest of the positions, sure, there's a bit to learn, but it's something they do on the regular. Mostly like your edge rush is the same concept all the time. Your stuff like that. But the quarterback has to learn so much different stuff.
Oh, I remember what that is. Yeah.
So
well, I just say, for example, even as bad as the Bears were, and I wouldn't put that on Caleb Williams because Caleb Williams actually played pretty well. But you had 3 rookie quarterbacks that I think and 2 of them had really good seasons. Not to mention,
Caleb Williams for the team not having a good season, he had a pretty good rookie season.
Yeah, and Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels went off this season.
Yep.
And,
which is rare. It's rare to see 3 quarterbacks from draft class go that have that good of a season because you look at the previous years, they didn't.
Mm-hmm. And you had C.J. Stroud last year come in as a rookie and just go.
Yep. But he was the only one. He was the only one last year.
But you have other positions where guys are coming out of college. I think the transition's a little bit better these days. Not perfect. I agree that it would be nice to see a rookie get to sit for a season and learn.
Wouldn't it though? Who got to do that? JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna be very interested to see how he does when he comes out and starts playing though. Because he had that season.
Yeah. Well, and it wasn't planned.
It wasn't by his better choices, but he was forced to sit.
I was excited to see him play. I'm excited to see him play in this next level in the NFL. But look at Jordan Love. Jordan Love, for example, he got to sit behind Rodgers, and you got to
2
see
seasons, didn't he?
You got to see some flashes of him when Rodgers was there. And then, I think Jordan Love's been doing a fantastic job in Green Bay. But
he's done a great job in Green Bay.
That's just the Green Bay system is, and that goes back to Favre.
Matt LaFleur does a great job as a coach up there too, though. A lot of it has to do with they've got a good coach. Even though he didn't see eye to eye with Aaron Rodgers, the proof is in the pudding. Aaron Rodgers left. There was Green Bay is going to be fucking nothing. Yeah, but LaFleur kept that team together, kept it going, and they were still a successful team this season. Yeah. Whereas look at what Rodgers walked into. Rodgers walked into missing a coach halfway through the season. Fucking come on now.
Please. Go to Minnesota. Complete the
don't forget to send your wiener pics to the Jets trainers.
Yeah.
Now you got to go to Minnesota. Yep, you got to go to Minnesota. And while you're in Minnesota, you got to get accused of sending your wiener pictures for Wienergate. And then you can retire out down to Louisiana and get caught up in some fucking welfare scandal.
Yeah.
Man. How do you have such an amazing professional career and you fuck it up with dick pics and scamming the welfare system?
Can you open it?
Come on now.
Right? Yeah.
Like you had everything you needed.
Right?
What the fuck was that?
That would be cash.
What?
Is he pretending to be an effluent?
You and your noise. Rick said, what the fuck was that?
My elephant noise?
Yeah,
what are you opening?
Some Welch's Fizz.
Oh,
Apple
Jesus.
cider.
Do you think he's celebrating New Year's Eve on a fucking at 1:53 on a Sunday? Come on, bro.
We bought 2 of those bottles for New Year's Eve, and that one's just been in the refrigerator. So he's like, "Can I have some of this?" Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna drink this now.
Yeah, they drank 1 bottle. I don't care. I can drink it.
Oh, the Jets are getting rid of Aaron Rodgers.
What?
Jets to move on from Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers flew to New Jersey to meet with the Jets about his future, where the franchise delivered the news per Jay Glazer.
Oh, snap.
Big fucking news right there. Holy hell.
Where's he going to go?
Jets are reportedly unlikely to move forward with Rodgers as their quarterback in 25, and a resolution is expected sooner rather than later. OMFNG. Jay Glazer. Big scoopage. If that means that he will be a June 1 designation that allows him to sign with any team on the league. Hang on, I got to open X because it's fucking longer than my phone would allow it to be. All right. That allows him to sign with any team in the league on March 12th if he decides to continue to play. Given that Aaron made the effort to fly back to discuss his future, all signs point to him continuing to play. It just won't be for the Jets.
Aaron
That
Rodgers becoming.
That hasn't even come across the bottom of the fucking TV yet.
No. Aaron Rodgers becoming available for the Titans. Where is Derek at when we need him?
I don't think he wants him at all. Wait, you know what? He could go to Cleveland.
He could go to Cleveland. I mean, it would save us from fucking drafting a goddamn rookie quarterback and destroying them.
Actually, he could go to Cleveland. You could still draft a rookie quarterback and find your way out of the Deshaun Watson headache. Because whoever gets Aaron Rodgers is gonna pick him up dirt cheap.
Oh yeah.
Especially coming off of a full season missed and then a 5-12 season.
Unfortunately, I think the only way we're getting out of and I think that should be part of the trade deal. If we have to trade Myles Garrett has to cripple Deshaun Watson when they play. that is the only way Myles Garrett will stay in the good graces of Cleveland Browns fans is if he snaps Deshaun Watson's. I've never wanted a quarterback to get injured so bad in my life and not be able to play.
I think excuse me. I don't know that anybody will pick Aaron Rodgers up at 41 years old, to be honest with you.
And somebody will. Somebody
Who,
will.
though?
And
who needs a quarterback that fucking bad?
Carolina?
No.
Tennessee.
Bryce Young did really well for them towards the end of the season.
Cleveland. Let's be honest. Cleveland. I would be more under the Kirk Cousins train for Cleveland than Aaron Rodgers. But look at Geno Smith.
Hold on. Greeny didn't even talk about it yet.
Yeah.
I'm on the NFL postseason countdown, and Greeny didn't just drop that news. Still isn't at the bottom of my screen.
Look at Geno Smith. Look at Sam fucking Darnold.
He got exposed.
Players who we thought were done. Geno went to Seattle, and I think the last few seasons, with the exception of this year, it was a little rough, bit of a rough year for him. Probably the best years of his season for Geno. Look at Baker Mayfield. The last two seasons, Cleveland said he was done, he was washed, and everything else, and he's an absolute monster down in Tampa.
I wanted to say Cleveland just didn't want to pay him, but then they gave all that money to Deshaun.
I'm still, God, I'm so bitter about that decision. Like that is one of those moves that has, as a Cleveland Browns fan, that has really fucking pissed me off to the point where I legitimately almost stopped being a fan. I mean, I joke every season about being done and joining a free agency and in the fan world. And finding a new team and everything like that. But that was a move that really, really rubbed me the wrong way. It really kind of set me off on the deep end. Speaking of quarterbacks, and one quarterback that, in my opinion, is an absolute national treasure and should be protected at all costs, my man, Jameis Winston. Did you see him?
Oh my God, on the fucking bar in New Orleans? I did.
Did you see him doing interviews? And he was like, Jalen Hurts, hey man, one question. Everybody wants to know, got the Super Bowl coming up. What's going on with you, my man? He's like, what's your favorite color? And then he was throwing W's to to Kelsey and everybody and asking them to eat W's. He had like cookies that were made into W's. hey,
He's fucking
Travis,
nuts, man.
can you eat a W for me real quick? Here. I love Jameis Winston, man. He is an absolute fucking cartoon character, man.
He
And
was
I
up on
fucking
a
love
bar top, bro, in NOLA,
Yeah.
dancing and fucking everything. He's nuts, bro.
He-
So Rex
they
Ryan
made-
went with the Chiefs or the Eagles. Greeny went with the Eagles.
What are you watching? Fox?
ESPN.
Oh, ESPN. I'm watching NFL.
Oh, Greeny
Game
didn't
day.
make his pick. Sorry. Randy and Alex went with the Chiefs. Teddy's picking right now. He's going with the Chiefs. Let's see what Greeny does.
Xanthias, what's up? I got out my football bat. Nice.
Greeny went Eagles.
Nice. I don't think the guys on NFL have made their picks yet. Most Super Bowl appearances. Patriots.
Man, I saw my girl
5.
Colleen looking fucking scrumdiddlyumptious this morning, boy.
Most Super Bowl
good.
appearances since 2000. Patriots 9, KC 5, Philly 4. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think the guys have made their picks yet on NFL. But
I mean, what do you got? We've covered it. We've covered a good bit of the other stuff. I did learn that Debo is not related to Curtis. I just had to look that up. The Samuels. Debo and Curtis Samuel are not related. However, wouldn't it be crazy if the Bills picked up another Samuel?
I would have loved for you to be like, Curtis Samuel, Debo Samuel, brothers. And they'd be like, shit, no, they're not. Never mind.
No, they're not. I looked it up before I spoke on it just to make sure I didn't look like an utter fucking moron.
Okay, there we go. Where do you think Debo will end up? I mean, and because I think Debo's still got a lot in the tank. He had that injury this season.
I agree. I don't know where he's going to end up, to be honest with you. I don't know who could really truly utilize him to put them over. You know, he's a wideout who is in desperate need of a fucking top name wideout. A wideout one.
Let me be the stereotypical homer. Debo's going to come to Cleveland.
No, they can't. They can't. And you and I, and I'll say this, and you already know it. Cleveland's so financially wrapped up in Deshaun, they cannot afford to get a big name. They can't. They don't have the money. They don't have the cap space.
Cleveland's number one goal in this offseason has got to be a way to figure out how to get out from underneath this contract.
And or to build an O-line that can protect him to be the quarterback that he is capable of being.
I don't even think
because we both know
that quarterback.
But he is because we've seen him do it already. We've seen him be the Deshaun Watson that they paid him that fucking amount of money to be prior to them paying him. But they need to put some sort of an O-line in front of him to allow him to be that Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm. Buildos are following the Cowboys. They are building them a Superdome.
There's no dome in Buffalo. Nice try, though.
At the base of Brokeback Mountain.
There's no dome. Nice try, though. Buffalo will never have a domed stadium because we don't ever want to host a Super Bowl.
Nice.
But I can't say we can't host.
Apparently, you don't want to go to a Super Bowl either.
I mean, we'd love to go to them. We just don't ever want to win them.
Yeah.
Oh, unfootball related. How about my Sabres beating your Blue Jackets?
Yeah, I see that the other night. Yeah, Blue Jackets are on a little bit of a skid. Lately, they've lost the last 3 games, I think. A little bit of a, which is not good. Which probably means they've fallen out of the
who do I want to watch?
The playoffs. Let's see.
Glick. Who do I want to watch?
I don't know.
Well, women's softball has officially started. So who do I want to watch?
Yeah, Columbus has officially fallen out of the wild card. Now they are in 3rd place in the wild card. They are 1 point behind Detroit.
We're going to watch Oklahoma.
Oklahoma what?
The Oklahoma Sooners versus Long Beach.
So Columbus has lost. Their last 4 games. That's what I thought, 3 or 4 games. So that's no bueno.
Yeah, and the Bills suddenly become a team of the Gretzkys when the Sabres become a team of Gretzkys when they're fucking out of any contention to do anything. What the fuck?
Well, they did just lose to the Preds, Nashville last night.
Yeah, but that was close. There was a tying goal called back. So, like, there was a game tying at 5 goal that got called back. So they were in it.
And they lost 4-2.
Because they just beat the Preds not too long ago, to my knowledge. Whoa.
Yeah, Buffalo.
The Sabres are terrible.
They have no chance in hell. They are like.
Are they eliminated officially already?
I would imagine they are. They are 12 points out of the last wild card position. They are 10th in the wild card in the East.
They're fucking terrible, dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
They are. Yeah. I mean, they're not the worst team in the league, that's for sure.
They're not far off.
San Jose holds that record, followed by the Chicago Blackhawks, followed by the Predators. They're the 3 worst teams in the NHL.
Yeah. So we're 4th from being the worst. Come on now. Fuck off.
Well, you're not even 4th. I mean, there are. Well, what is Buffalo? They got 22, and 27. Yeah, okay, my bad. You guys aren't 4. I mean, yeah, it's been kind of a rough little weekend.
Yeah, we're a long ways back.
I think the Cavs have lost a couple games here. They still have the best record. Well, they're tied for record and the NBA with Oklahoma. Oh, nice of you to join us, sir.
Whoa! Hey, am I too loud? Can you hear me?
No, we can hear you.
We can hear you.
Half the state of Tennessee can hear you.
Aaron Rodgers to the Titans. What do you think?
Yeah, right. Am I too loud though?
The Jets just dumped him.
Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming, but to the Titans, I mean, I could see them doing something like that, but at the same time, we're building a new stadium. I don't think they're going to go and spend the money. I don't think
You're new, man.
But we do dumb stuff like that all the time.
I think you can get Aaron Rodgers. Rick and I were just talking. I mean, it's breaking news. It just happened. Literally just was announced that the Jets are letting him go. I mean, and Rick and I both agree. We think Aaron Rodgers could be a cheap ass quarterback to get.
I mean, I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say it. Put Aaron Rodgers in for 1 year. Let Will Levis sit behind him and learn, and then you got Levis starting after a year of development.
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I definitely agree with that. So,
and you're not Cleveland, so you're not going to completely botch that fucking idea up.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I wish I could argue that, but
yeah, it's been a rough ride. Like the only good thing we had was when, like, over the last 15 years or more, would be the few years that Mike Vrabel was here was probably pretty solid. Not overwhelmingly great, but pretty solid.
Now we're all up shit creek with him going to New England.
That's true. That is true.
I swear to God, if he becomes another Bill Belichick in New England, I'm going to burn that fucking stadium to the ground.
If you guys go back to being New England's bitch after these past few years.
Right?
We're the top dogs in the AFC.
With them having what? Drake May? Come on now.
All right, there we go.
It was fun while it lasted, boys, but
Drake May becomes the next fucking Tom fucking Brady up there. I'll be so fucking mad, bro.
Yeah.
So mad.
All right. So we finally got our full house. Derek was on the IR last week. I think he's got all the
He had vaginitis.
I think he's got all the clearances. He's good to go. He's okay.
Are you in a new room, Derek? Where the fuck are you?
Nah, I just put the camera somewhere else, and I've got some new
He looks
stuff.
like he's getting ready to do some Zach Galifianakis between two ferns back there with them chairs. Like,
I do got it set up for a podcast.
check you
I got
out.
I got a thing back there. It's called a Roadcaster. It's got like you can plug up 4 mics, 4 headsets, phone. You know what I mean? It's got the little buttons for sounds and whatnot.
Hell yeah.
I don't have nobody to do a podcast with though.
I mean, what the fuck are we? Chopped liver?
Yeah,
No, but I'm saying y'all aren't here though. I mean, like here.
Bro, I
like,
could
guess
be
we-
there. You just
Oh,
gotta
we gotta
give me a
drive
couple
down.
hours.
Yeah. Apparently, we got to drive down to Nashville every Sunday from now on to do this
nah,
show.
Johnson City. I'm in Johnson City now.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll drive down to Johnson City. Sorry,
I can
Nikki,
do that.
gotta
I
go to
can do,
Johnson
bro.
City.
I can do that. You're only 3 hours.
Yeah. Come on with it. I mean,
Get up
it's
on a
open.
Sunday. Get up on a Sunday. Cruise up. Fucking sit right there with old Derek while he's dressed up like a
Yeah.
lawyer, feeling all
I
out of
got a
place
nice-
and shit.
Yeah, I got a nice little podcast camera here too, and everything. I just,
Yeah.
You're all set up for everything, but you got nothing.
yeah, exactly. I got me. That's it.
All dressed up with nowhere to go.
And that's right. That's right.
No, you do got
That's
you a
right.
nice little setup back there, bro. Real
I
nice. little
appreciate
setup.
it, man. Yeah, I'm blessed right now. I'm thankful.
What are you doing, stupid? What are you
Crack.
doing, stupid?
And then I got the lights. You see, I got a little green and red going.
Yeah.
So
I
we're
don't know
themed
why,
up.
but
I got them. I know I was all green, but I got them backwards from how you got the thing. So I'm gonna swap them up. I'm gonna swap them up.
boy.
Let's see.
hang on, let's see. Watch
Haley
them.
Lee.
As they change and come back up. Oh, look at them go. They're all fucking. Oh, look at that superstar. He's working it all off his cellular.
Yeah, no
Mr.
doubt.
Fancy Pants over there.
He's far more technologically advanced than I sure as fuck am.
I got a remote I can change my lights with.
I probably do got a remote somewhere. I just
Yeah.
multiple things, and you have to have like 3 different apps. You know what I mean? Like you can't run them off the same thing. I bought
Yeah.
everything at separate times. So
I just have a bunch of remotes over here on my desk. So the last thing I need is more apps on my damn phone.
yeah, no
Ain't that the
doubt.
truth? So yeah, so before you get into Super Bowl, this weekend marked the start of some women's college softball. And they just fucking yanked off a double play on Oklahoma. Long Beach did. Just slapped him down with a double play to come off the field finally. So I ran into a couple of the girls from a D3 school, Berry College, yesterday while I was at up at the gas station. They were having their doubleheader home opener for the season. And we obviously got talking about Peyton and her softball and this, that, and the other. And I'm super excited to have college softball back because I do enjoy watching it, not just because their butts look good in those pants, but because it's actually entertaining and good to watch.
I mean,
Bro, doubt me or turn it on and check it out.
oh no,
We
we were talking
anytime I'm out at a restaurant and I see it on, I can't stop watching it.
And it's
Like
not just because
softball.
their butts do look good in those pants. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, that's not
But
it. But
it's so those girls, like, they leave it on the fucking field, man. You see them, they stretch for shit MLB players making millions wouldn't even think to reach for.
yeah. Why is there not is there like an adult women's league?
Yes, they just started one this year. You were here last week.
Okay.
We just talked about it. They are getting their first ever professional softball league. It stemmed from they did what was called Athletes Unlimited the last couple of years. And this stemmed from that. Is called the Athletes Unlimited Softball League, AUSL. It will be based out of 4 cities. They had their first draft 2 weeks ago. Was it, Glick, that I said 2 or 3 weeks ago? And they will play.
Yeah, something like that.
They will play, I believe I said it was a 20-game season. And next year they look to expand to 8 to 12 city teams to give these girls who come out of college playing softball something past college, because there is nothing. Every other sport in like men's sports has something past college. Women does not.
Yeah.
You know, even women's basketball does. They've got the WNBA now. These women, they don't have anything past college softball except to be like a coach at a high school or another college or something. So now we're giving them the opportunity. They're giving them the opportunity to play in a professional league and progress farther along. And I'm super excited to see it. The last 5 years, softball has gotten a big time boost on ESPN and stuff like that. And it's so intense to watch. It's so fun to watch. Like, I'm really excited to see it go where it's going. And I hope it has tremendous success.
I would agree. I'm open for all the sports.
And now that they won't allow any men to try to play in that league, it works even better.
Woo, no transgenders in women's sports. Get
And
the fuck out of
NCAA already made their changes to that, so
here.
which made me happy.
Right?
Although I don't know what the WNBA is going to do with Brittany Griner because she's kind of contractually in there. They're going to have to find a way out of that, man.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? At the end of, what the
I wonder if
fuck
because
is Hawk Industries?
I wonder if because she's a man, it voids her contract. Huh.
I mean, we could have left her in Russia at the end of the day.
I think we should have left her in Russia at the end of the day, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just
Oh, there's a grounder. She gonna make it? 1, 2, got the double play.
So apparently Facebook is doing a new thing. And I know last week we talked WNBA, we talked Indiana Fever, we talked Caitlin Clark. And as I'm scrolling through Facebook to share the show into groups that I'm a member of and whatnot, I noticed that somehow, some way, and I know I didn't do it because I didn't actively go search these groups out. I am a member of the Indiana Fever fan page. I am a member of the Caitlin Clark fan page. I am a member of the WNBA 2025 season page. And I'm like, so Facebook, we just talk about shit and you automatically add us to groups now? What's going on?
Are you mad about it?
I'm not really mad about it because I was checking out the pages. I was like, okay, this is actually pretty dope. The Indiana Fever just got some new chick that I guess is supposed to be a monster as well. So, Indiana Fever might be, they were a trash team until Caitlin got there. They made the playoffs last year and they're only getting better. So
I just hope it doesn't mistake Indiana Fever for you having a love for bestiality and put you in some really weird Facebook groups.
Ooh, yeah,
that'd be a little awkward. That would be a little awkward.
This is not what I signed up for, Facebook.
I mean, it is Indiana. We're talking about Indiana. You get down south, it's a little iffy down there.
This is not what I signed up for. I'm already here. Fuck it.
Just gonna ride this train till it derails and stops.
Yeah, exactly. But no, I'm actually especially doing this show and whatnot. I'm looking forward to this season of WNBA. I definitely want to keep an eye on that and talk about that and whatnot. But then, with the Athletes Unlimited, the women, I told you last week, I love watching college softball. I watch it. I don't plan my weekend around it. But if I'm
there's 14 games on right now.
Yeah, you're not tailgating at the softball games.
Bro, I would. That shit's a lot of fun.
If I'm at a restaurant or something and it's on, I'm watching it. If I'm at home and I'm flipping through the channels and I come across the game, I'm gonna watch a few innings. I said, that all started years ago with the softball rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma, and them girls used to want to kill each other. I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good. My cousins all played softball and shit like that growing up, so it's like I know a little bit when it came to softball. But
I just flipped to they're doing something kind of like a red zone kind of deal, I believe, on ESPN, and it's currently got the Weber State versus UTSA.
Oh wow!
Infield fly roll, you're out. You suck.
Watching NFL Game Day here. They're showing the fans entering the stadium.
I'm officially checked out on giving a flying fucking space about anything to do with the NFL today, aside from
let's go Travis Swift.
I saw somebody.
I think I'm going to make some bets today.
I saw somebody ask Patrick Mahomes if he would rather keep his arm or have the ability to sing like Taylor Swift? And he responded with
Shut up, Jeff.
he would rather be able to sing like Taylor Swift because she inspires millions and millions and millions of people, and he doesn't feel like him as a quarterback inspires people like she does.
He inspires people to want to be a cheater.
He's inspired my
Oh,
Kermit
man.
the Frog impression to get it better and better.
E-Gals winning. Slim to none.
What are the chance of the E-Gals winning?
Slim to none. I think I'm gonna make some bets today on DraftKings. I did do I don't, man, that one that you hooked me up with, Rick. I don't understand that thing. I can't make I can't make no picks. I can't put no money down. I can pick one pick, and then I have to get a streak going in order to make bets to win money.
I don't know what the hell's going on with yours. Yours is weird. Mine is not.
I just did that little silly ass pick on there with Barkley over 112 rushing
Today?
Yeah, but I'm gonna get on DraftKings. I think I'm gonna throw me down a few bucks on a couple. But the problem is, man, the bets you want to make, they're at like Barkley to score a touchdown is like negative 400 or some shit like that. So you've got to put a fortune just to break even.
Yep.
So it's like you got to go with these off the wall picks, like Worthy scoring a touchdown, or a defensive lineman recovering a fumble for a touchdown. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it here in a few when we get done here. But it is Super Bowl. We've been chit-chatting for about an hour. We have yet to talk about the game. Obviously, nobody gives a fuck about it, really, but we're going to talk about it regardless, and we're going to make our picks.
Well, I think we care about it. I think we're just.
You might be involved in the you and him. I don't care.
You care about the game. You just don't want to see the two teams that are playing it.
Yeah,
you want to watch a good Super Bowl. You want to watch good football. We all do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But we don't know because we can't prove it, but it seems that we're being robbed of that experience.
Yeah. It really feels like it really feels like the script. I think Cash is a little bit excited to watch the Super Bowl today. But as I said last week, that aspect, I do want to watch the Super Bowl for him, because he's starting to get more and more involved in football and actually pay attention and watching the games and stuff like that. Like I said, I don't really have a team, so to say. I just want to see Barkley go off. I want to see Barkley go off. I want to see him, I want to see him win a ring. So I guess by default, I'm rooting for the Eagles. But, man, I think Barkley's one of those guys that just deserves it. This season has been amazing for him. And you talk about a guy who came into the league, got the unfortunate to have to go play for the Giants, and he was great in New York. And then he gets with an actual good team, and he's a monster. I mean, he's just crushing records left and right.
That's it, though. That's right. I heard
Jeff's
that.
favorite song. That's Jeff's favorite song from you.
I love it.
So, I guess my pick is going to be the Eagles for tonight.
Yeah, we're all going Eagles. I mean, we all know the Chiefs are going to win, but we're all rooting for the Eagles.
Cash, who you got? Who you got to win the Super Bowl tonight? Oh my God! I forget. He's a high caliber celebrity over there. We have to come back to him. He's not ready.
Oh yeah, you got to think
you'll have that. You'll have that on the big jobs, when you're.
I'll go to second to last.
Oh Jesus! Well, we're all going with the Eagles.
When you host your own podcast, you become highfalutin and everything like that. So
yeah, he is too.
I think if the Chiefs win tonight, Travis Kelce announces he's pregnant in about 2 months.
He's gonna propose to Taylor on the podium.
That would not blow my fucking mind in the least.
You know what I mean?
That is a prop bet for tonight.
Is it really?
That's a prop bet.
Yeah,
in
Oh my
Vegas.
god, dude!
Yeah, will Travis propose to, or will Taylor propose to Travis? I don't know.
I
Taylor
mean-
proposed to Travis. Oh man,
I still stand firm in my statement that if they win, he announces he's pregnant in the coming months.
and that's why he's gonna retire. Um,
Oh.
it's it's pretty wild, man. You know, football. Because
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I feel like how a lot of people feel about the football right now with the Super Bowl, but I also feel like, you know, original gut knee jerk reaction. I was like, man, I'm not watching this game. But then my wife's like, we're gonna have some people over and this, that, and you know, and I like that part. I like to have, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather be watching my Titans, but I like to have people over, you know, when it's Super Bowl and it's a, you know, it's fun. And I hope that the game at least isn't like that it's a fair game, right? We keep saying that. I hope it's a fair game.
Why did I not
So-
know that?
If it's not that, I think my stand on it is I'm gonna see how the next season starts, see if it gets addressed. Like, let's see how, you know, I want to watch my Titans, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and see what's going on with them. And see how the season starts. But if it starts off next year like it is now, you know what I mean, with the calls on in Chiefs games,
Mhm.
it puts me in a weird place, you know, like I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like, you know, I don't want to watch like it, and like, you know, in some weird stance. It's not like it's like really matters. It's not like, you know, something historical, like, you know,
I got some tips.
a social injustice or something. But I do feel like, you know, golly, man, something's got to be done about it.
Yeah.
I feel robbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest thing for this year. And a lot of people that I've talked to when we talk about the Super Bowl, it just feels James in the chat says, is there ever a fair game when the Chiefs are playing? Doesn't seem like it.
Doesn't feel like it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just as a football fan, man, I just really feel robbed this season. You know what I mean? Like the Browns suck. I know that. Everybody knows that. Like you don't have to be an expert NFL analysis to realize that the Browns are a dumpster fire right now. But I still watch them every week. But yeah, when you're watching the rest of the games and whatnot, and like fantasy football players, you know, I think that adds to a level of fandom when you play fantasy football because then you're watching games that typically you're not going to watch. You know,
Right.
because you want to see your players do well. I feel personally like just robbed this season of a legit season. You know, I've said it all season that the Kansas City Chiefs are a 3-win team. They're not good, but somehow they've got a 15-2 record. They're not good at all. Patrick Mahomes is mediocre at best. And you know, shout out to Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco, but and they're not even putting up those like they're playing good, but they're not putting up like impressive stats at the end of the day. When you have guys like Henry and Barkley and and other players, it's just I don't know. I feel a little robbed, and like you said, my knee jerk reaction was not watching this fucking Super Bowl. To hell with that, you know.
Right. Yeah.
Do you have your pick ready now, Cash? Your Royal Highness.
What?
I said, do you have your pick ready?
Yeah.
Who you got?
Eagles.
What?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on. It's a big ploy. I wouldn't be surprised if Taylor comes out with Kendrick Lamar at the halftime show singing Bad Blood. That song, you know, I wouldn't be, you know what I mean? I feel like it's all just a big ploy for all of that, entertainment purposes, money grab, and that's, you know, like, because I don't feel like the Chiefs themselves are involved. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not trying to say like they know what's going on, but they are the recipient of it, like the beneficiary, one of the beneficiaries of it, and they're not going to turn it down.
No,
You know what I
That'd
mean?
be like that'd be like somebody knocking on my door right now and handing me a briefcase with $100 million in it. and walking away. Like, I'm not gonna. Okay, is it
Right,
mine?
right.
You know,
Right. Like you don't care what they did to get it. They might have
Yeah.
done some foul things to get that money and bring it to you, but you're like, it's all right. I don't know nothing about that. I just took this money. And that's what's going on with them. That's why they're just like, well, we don't know about these calls. Well, yeah, of course you're gonna say that. You're a company man. You know, you're not gonna go and talk trash about the company. They're giving you bonuses left and right. They're promoting you or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Don't ask no questions. Just do.
That's
right. Know, don't ask no questions. Reap the rewards. Yeah, just like I said, somebody shows up with a briefcase full of money and says, "Hey, here you go. This is yours. Just don't ask questions." Okay. I have one question. Can I spend it?
And that's what they're doing. They're not asking questions. They're getting the calls, and they're not asking any questions about it. They're looking at it going, "Dang, we probably shouldn't have got that call, but you know."
Yeah, but I mean,
it worked out in our favor.
Yeah. Go ahead and take that call.
I mean, that's how we are when we're fans. You know, like if I'm watching a Titans game, I'll be honest. I'll go, ooh, I think that's a bad call, but we'll take it. We'll take what we can get, you know, for sure. And it just seems like their whole season has been that this year.
Yeah. Yeah, and we've talked about it a lot, you know, on this show, and others have talked about it. We're not the only one.
Yeah.
That it's become blatant this year. Like a blind man can see this.
Not if you ask anybody in the NFL, even Roger Goodall, who said that's blasphemous.
Well, that's because they have to maintain an image, and they have to do that. And then you think Tom Brady just changed his mind for no reason? Yeah, right. You know, there were attorneys, something got called. You can't be saying this, that, and the other and they didn't even tell him nothing about cheating. They're just going, look, that's a defamation to the NFL, and you can't be doing that. You technically work for us. You know,
I will now forever, since Snoop Dogg at the awards referenced him as Roger Goodall, he will forever be called Roger Goodall.
Yeah.
Did you see that clip of Snoop and Jelly Roll declaring themselves for the fucking NFL?
No, I didn't see that, but I'm sure that's
Snoop was on stage in full Steelers gear, like everything, saying he was ready to come in and
like
play
shoulder
for the
pads,
Steelers. The whole fucking shebang, bro. Saying he's ready to come in.
What about Jelly?
Jelly came out in full Titans gear, full Titans uniform, dude. I can't believe you haven't seen that.
I'll try to get it real quick.
Yeah.
Oh my god, and they were hysterical going back and forth. Snoop is fucking funny. He took the smile right off of Joey B's face because he was hyping him up, talking about how he bought the Batmobile car that came equipped with all this stuff. He goes, he figured he'd finally get something with a defense. And Joey went straight back to no smile at all. It was awesome.
Let's see, where is my StreamYard at? I'm gonna pull it up right now. Give me just a minute.
Play it? It's like a minute and a half long.
Yeah.
I'm gonna love this.
I just gotta pop into the studio, mute my mic so we don't have a lot of feedback.
Yep, Derek's gonna love this, especially because Jelly Roll is gonna be in full Titans gear.
I definitely want to see it for sure. This has got to be hilarious.
Oh, dude, it was so, they were so funny. Snoop raised so many good points though, and it was so great. I saw it when I was at work the other day and had a good laugh about it. But yeah, so I mean, hey, why not, right? just waiting on Francis over here.
Yeah, it's uploading right now.
Oh, okay.
Jelly was all tightened up.
Oh, total Titan gear.
Say anything, Henry is a beast or some shit. That was a funny segment. Snoop's one of those guys, man. Say what you want to say about him. Call him a sellout. Call him this. Call him that. Whatever you want to call him. I love Snoop. I think he's a trip.
At the end of the day, Snoop will look at you and go, you can call me anything you want, but call me rich at the end of it, because that motherfucker has made money hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
In so many ways, not just musically either.
Right.
Whether it's been movies or
He's got his own
random
cannabis line.
Shows.
I mean, any shows. He's got a whole clothing line at Walmart that is fucking nice as hell and comfortable as fuck.
Yep.
He sponsors everything. Every damn company. And then he does, like, he's just loving life, man. He's a guy who literally came up from the streets as a gangbanger and made a good life for himself, and he's just loving life. You can't be mad at the cat. And he's having fun. He's entertaining as hell. Like, I love when he gets on the commentating, whether it be boxing or UFC or even National Geographic, whatever.
Oh my God, it's National Geographic. What is that? Some kind of mongoose? So I just flipped to another game on ESPN for the softball. I'm watching Georgia Tech because Peyton's old softball coach, his daughter, plays for Georgia Tech.
Cash, go help Nikki with the groceries.
So I will watch her.
Nice. So I got that video. I got that clip from Tiki Taki.
All right.
It's about 3 minutes long, but it's fucking
Either way, it's worth it.
Yeah,
everybody
worth it.
Enjoy it.
I don't know, y'all. This just feels right. It's always been my dream to be in the NFL. And I know a lot of y'all teams are desperate for players. Otherwise, I wouldn't know Gardner Minshew's name. Hey, what Cam Hayward at? Cam, where you at, Cam? I'm ready to go, baby. I'm ready to play for my Steelers. Put me in, Lo. You know what the Steelers need? Another quarterback. Imagine this: Long Beach, Compton, Inglewood, Omaha. Hut 1, 2, 3 into the 4. And you talking about a dual threat? Psh, I'm a quadruple threat. I can puff, pass, throw, sing, act. And you know I'm running that West Coast offense. Ain't nobody more West Coast than the D.O. double. I be in the pocket like pump, pump, pass. I could be the next Peyton Manning. And not just because I do too many commercials. Hey, Cam, call up Tomlin. You get me on that field, I won't leave it. I'll play all 4 quarters and the halftime show.
Don't be ridiculous, Snoop Dogg.
Jelly roll?
If anyone deserves a shot in this league, it's me. Snoop don't even look like he plays football. I, on the other hand, peak athleticism, music superstar. One could say I'm Travis and Taylor in the same pair of britches.
Please, I'm Travis and Taylor. You're Romo and Jessica at best. But you got a little O-line in you, though. I see the O-line.
O-line? I want to play running back.
Running back? I could see that. You're like a double-decker Jerome Bettis wrapped in a Post Malone wrapper.
I'm going to change the position forever. Forget the tush-push. Your team needs the jelly belly. Yeah, that's where I just come in and roll over everybody like a log, like water off a duck's butt.
I like that. I guess you could play for the Raiders. It's about time they had a player with as many face tattoos as they fans.
But these aren't random face tattoos. This is an undercover playbook. See, what you don't know is what the quarterbacks see is they can throw the wristband away, because right now they got the big fat man star eyebrow cross hut 1 2 2 2.
I like that. That's actually a good idea. Roger Goodell, call us up. Snoop and Jelly, what's cracking?
Roger Goodell.
Roger Goodell, call us up. He had his jab at Tony Romo, too. You like Tony and Jessica.
One, 2, 3, and 2 to 4.
His puff, puff, pass, sing, all that. That was a pretty good clip, man. Those guys did really good at entertaining. They were pretty funny.
Yeah.
I agree.
Jelly saying, "I want to be a running back."
What was
Bro,
that?
What?
Was that what show was that?
That was
That
the
was,
award ceremony.
Yeah, the year-end awards. Yeah, they were,
Like MVP and all that.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep, that's exactly what
I
it
gotta
was.
be honest. I didn't even know they had a show when they did that. Till just
either.
right now.
I don't.
Yeah,
You know what? I thought they just
it's-
made those decisions and gave them out like on the low key. Like, hey, they just announced.
Yeah, so did I. And then, nope. Apparently, there's a whole show for it.
It's one of those things that you forget about, like the ESPYs. I always forget about the ESPY awards.
That's still
No.
a thing.
Yeah, and it's great because, well, I mean, I know Peyton has hosted, and he's funny as hell too. I mean, he's a big dumb animal, but
I like
he's
Peyton.
funny as hell. I like the Manning brothers. I think they're hilarious.
His Saturday
Yeah,
Night Live skits are like A1.
Dude,
Listen.
when he was the little league football coach,
Dude, what's like the funniest?
You okay?
This is
He was
where I'm
ripping
at.
his football.
I am
Like sit in the porta john. He's like, you go in there and you stay for 20 minutes.
I am officially out on all award shows after the Grammys and Beyonce won Country Album of the Year. Like, what?
Yeah, it seemed a little crazy for sure.
No, it didn't seem. It is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
Seeds, that's literally like one commercial. $40 million worth of Super Bowl commercials is only like one commercial.
I know, right?
Because I remember when Budweiser used to do theirs, I think they said it was like, it was over 20 million for them to get get their airtime. But I figured you'd like that with Jelly Roll and the Titan gear and all that shit. I thought
Oh
you'd
yeah,
like that.
I thought it was cool. I had when you said what it was, I thought before we watched it, I thought it must have been on something on TV. I don't know where they would have
Those are
done
the
this, but, you know.
award show, which made it even better.
Yeah. It was good. It was good.
So
And
yeah,
now,
so
you know, watch the clip and gotta find out about the award show.
so
Is
we're all
it
going.
true that I have no idea? Did Elon? Do you guys know anything about that? Elon Musk
haven't heard
purchased.
anything.
So
Well,
what,
I've
he
heard.
bought
I've seen
one?
it on social media.
So he
I
bought
don't know if
what?
it's
One
true.
commercial?
Yeah, that's what I said. He bought
Rick
one
just did.
commercial.
Yeah. Derek gonna have that.
I'm
too.
up.
Derek's
Yeah,
gonna have
but
all
what-
the face tattoos soon.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna get tatted up.
What cash?
Oh, okay.
So,
Derek gonna have that.
so we all went with the Eagles today, huh?
Yeah, man.
Well,
like I said,
I mean, the
guess by
Chiefs are gonna
default-
win. I'm just going Eagles.
We're all gonna
Yeah.
pick against them because fuck the Chiefs.
Yeah, I think by default because I want to see Barkley. Dude, I just want to see that kid, man, put like 300 rushing yards up, 4 or 5 tutties, just go balls deep into Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Look, that's the thing. Can the Eagles beat the Chiefs and the officiating? You know,
Yeah.
and how is the officiating going to be?
Well, I put my
That's the thing.
$20 up for my bet. I went with Mahomes, at least one passing touchdown, which we all know that's going to happen.
And it's not even just the consistency of the officiating. It's when is it inconsistent? You know what I mean? Like, because people could say all day, they're like, oh, well, there were different times in the game where people could have done this and done that to win the games, right? But it's also like, yeah, but there's also plays where you also have the opposite, where you go, oh, this team just started building momentum and that changed the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
And that seems
Well,
to be those times when all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like the officiating got inconsistent, and it's like,
And that's what happens, and that's what happened in that AFC Championship game when the Bills were building momentum and coming back. I mean, on that 4th down play, you know,
It was a first down.
What was it? 4th and 1 or something like that?
Yep.
You had one official here, one official here. You look at the replay, you clearly see where Josh is, and it was a momentum changer.
Yeah, it's not like he was lost in the pile. Like it was clear as day.
yeah.
It's
great.
100% a momentum killer. It takes the wins right out of your sails.
I went with
Yeah, and
Barkley
that's-
over 112 yards today, by the way, on a bet.
Yeah, so did I.
And I went with Hurts over
what?
42.
120?
Over 112.
Oh.
And
I'm
I went
hoping
with
he has
Jalen
a
Hurts.
200-yard game.
I went with Jalen Hurts in the first quarter over 42.5 passing yards.
I'm hoping that AJ Brown just ain't been showing up all season, and then all of a sudden he's gonna ball out.
When,
You know,
just curious, and I may have completely fucking missed it. When did Kansas City get Hopkins?
He's been there
In the middle of
most of the season. Yeah.
from game
Okay.
7, because I remember the meme that was going around is he went to bed 1-5 and woke up 6-0.
Okay.
When we traded him.
Yeah. What up,
Yeah,
Chaka?
Taylor Swift is going to win a Super Bowl. Matter of fact, this is how you'll know it's a setup. Right after it's done and all the red and yellow confetti's coming down, Taylor's already going to be set up doing a concert on the side.
Well,
stage,
did you see
stage and everything is just going to miraculously already be set up and ready to
Right,
go.
right. They're just going to be like, yeah, we just threw this together last minute.
Did
Yeah.
you see they were trying to say that it was scripted because during the Bills Chiefs game there was already yellow and red confetti falling from the ceiling, and I'm going, duh, you understand they have to preload those cannons with both colors, right? That was
exactly.
just somebody
That's
spilled
just like
a
the
little bit and it
hats.
blew out. Yeah.
That's like the
Oh, they've
hats
already
and
got the
they
hats
already have
printed.
stuff
Yes, they
printed
have
up
to have
with
them.
both teams.
Now, if you go to a
Mhm.
third world country, they've probably got the Bills winning AFC champion hats.
Dude,
And
when
they
I was a
didn't win
kid,
it.
my mom got something like that. I had a Titans like piece of gear that said like we were the Super Bowl champs, but we
Yeah.
didn't win. They just had got stuff already pre-made just in case.
Yep.
And she so happened to get something from some, you know what I mean? Like
105.
No way.
So
No way. No
Don't help
fucking
him.
way.
Don't help him. I helped him last year in the Super Bowl, and I still haven't got my cut.
Oh, he must be making
Mine
bets.
is going to be
Yeah.
63.
Did anybody watch the score of the Pro Bowl flag football game?
It was like, what was it?
It was like
70?
it was like 160 something points total between the
Was
two
it really?
teams. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Well, did you? I don't know if you watched any of it, but I caught a couple.
I watched a good
few
bit of
minutes So, like, they would score a touchdown, and then they had like these random little games afterwards, like they could bowl and get more points or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck is happening here?
The Pro Bowl is just a joke now.
I did see
How
that.
did y'all know like when that stuff was on and when it comes on?
I just happened to have the NFL Network on last Sunday when we were doing the show. I had no idea anything. I didn't know when it was. It just happened.
Because
to
that
pop up.
was going to be my other thing. Is like the last few years, I've kind of wanted to watch what was going on around like the little competitions and whatnot. And even when I go and look it up, it's like really difficult to find like what time is things going to be. Everything I find is always just it's between Thursday and this day, and these are the things we're doing. And I can't find times and dates and channels. And I'm like, why is it so difficult to find this?
There was really no promotion television wise for the Pro Bowl. You would see like commercials about it, but like you said, it didn't say anything as when or where. It happened.
Yeah.
Jeff, you know me. I know nothing about the overs and unders and the favors and favorited, and I don't know anything about point spread. I just make parlay picks like on players doing something.
Do
you root for AJ?
I get 9,000
root for
sports
AJ
updates.
Yeah.
So,
hands of seed ass Derek. Do you root for AJ Brown, or are you mad he left the Titans?
Dude, I'm definitely rooting for AJ Brown, and I'm not mad he left the Titans. I'm happy for him. It wasn't his fault. He would have stayed here. He left for a little bit of extra money, which is, part of you's like, oh, that sucks. But at the same time, it's like, why would he stick around? And like with our organization at the time is all. It just
I try not to get mad at play like the whole Myles Garrett situation. Like, I understand Myles Garrett wants to win the Super Bowl. Myles Garrett deserves to win the Super Bowl. Is it going to happen in Cleveland? Probably not at this rate. brisket, nachos, and beer. What's your Super Bowl? I don't know what we're doing today, food wise. I don't think we're doing anything.
We're doing wings.
I don't think we're doing anything crazy spectacular. I don't know what Mama's cooking for dinner. So.
From a place called Smoky Bones, and they got
they got good ones.
Nice big ones. And they smoke them. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're really good.
I like Smoky Bones. There was one down in Charleston I used to frequent quite a bit.
I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do today, to be honest with you.
Jeff.
I could do finger foods. I've got pizza rolls and fried raviolis.
Over under is 48.5. I would probably take the over in that.
You think?
Just because not so much Kansas City, but as we've seen, the Eagles can put up a fuck ton of points and in a hurry. As we've seen against Washington when they beat Washington like 753 to 14.
They sure can.
Like I said, Barkley has that skill level and that he can break wide open, man, at any given moment. Whenever it almost looks like whenever he has the urge to break a big one, he's just like, this one's going 100 yards. Fuck it. And then the next one, the next time he runs, he gets like 2 yards. But no, I think it'll be slightly over. And that's more the Barkley factor and the Eagles being able to put up a lot of points. Not so much Kansas City. I don't think they're capable of putting up more than 20 points. But
yeah, I don't know.
I would say ranch.
What?
Important question. Ranch or blue cheese for your wings?
Blue cheese.
Ranch. Blue cheese.
Blue cheese. Don't ever eat chicken wings again. You are stuck with boneless only.
That's all I eat anyways.
You get chopped up chicken tits because you're a child.
I like my chicken.
You're a
I like
child.
my chicky tenders.
You're a
I like
child.
my chicky tenders.
You're
I like
a
my
child.
chicky tenders. I like my chicky tendies.
You're a child.
I'll be a child.
Don't ever.
I'm not gonna look like I'm trying out for the Brokeback Mountain 2 sucking meat off of a bone.
Nasty.
I'll be a child. I love my chicky tendies.
Yeah, you'd be a fucking child. Stick with your dino nuggets. You're banned from eating fucking banned from eating
nuggets. I got shark nuggets.
Bone-in wings.
Put 100 on the earth.
From a man that is from the home, from a man that is from the home of the original Buffalo chicken wing. It is blue cheese or nothing. I saw
mean,
you
to each their own, man.
No, do it right or don't do it at all.
To each their own.
You probably drink Zimas too and get pedicures.
I mean, I've been known to get a pedicure a time or two.
Yeah.
Have you ever had your feet done? Yeah, man.
No.
I actually, in all honesty, I used to get mani pedis on a regular when I lived in Charleston. Why? Because I took care of a nail salon. They were one of my customers, and the girl asked me about it one day, and I'm like, "Do I look like a Fruit Loop?" And she's like, "Just do it." And I tried it, and I was like, "This is amazing."
What?
I feel a mani pedi.
Yeah.
Rick's making fun of me because I used to get them. They're amazing. I felt so pretty. He's also making fun of me because I eat boneless wings and I don't use blue cheese. Apparently, I'm not allowed to have wings anymore. I've been banned. He's from Buffalo, so he knows.
I mean, I kind of have to agree with him.
Yeah, well, you're both.
Wings aren't wings unless they got.
Thank you,
They're
Nikki.
chicken tendies.
Yeah, they're chopped up chicken tenders.
Yeah.
They're not allowed to be called wings.
They're chicken tenders, and I love them.
They're
They're
titty chunks.
I know.
They're chicken titty chunks.
I am a titty man. I do.
They
love
are
some
chicken titty chunks. That's all they are.
Boobies.
Do you like chicken patty sandwiches?
Huh?
Do you like chicken patty sandwiches?
What's a
Like
chicken
the kind
patty
they used to like feed us back in school.
Oh yeah, like what you get at what I get like McDonald's,
Like a McChicken,
The
yeah.
chicken- yeah, like
Yeah, like a McChicken. Okay,
Yeah.
well we're having chicken patty sandwiches for dinner.
Oh yeah, what else?
Not tomato.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna do those soft pretzel bites,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna take all of the partial bags of French fries, curly fries, crinkled fries,
And make them all in one
all
shot.
of the partial bags out of the freezer
Yeah.
and cook them all.
So ultimately, we're cleaning out the freezer for Super Bowl food.
Rick said we're gonna make them all in one shot.
Yep.
Cleaning out the freezer for Super Bowl food.
That's ultimately what she's saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're all on the same
Hey,
page.
Patro, can you bring me that big
Nikki said,
thing
"I'll be
on
in
the
bed."
couch?
Why
Super
is she
Where I
yelling?
normally sit looks like a desk.
She's Cash is in the living room. Ranch, you suck, Rick. Oh, blue cheese. I didn't say blue cheese.
It's a good thing I don't have my own show because I'd have a bunch of haters not subscribed to
That's
me.
what I got for myself.
Yeah. Shrimp job. Huh? What is that?
The lap desk,
Oh, nice.
so I can actually get comfortable and do stuff with my laptop.
Why
while
are
I'm sitting
you
on the
here?
couch.
You don't know shit about
Because
sports.
you
Matter of
said
taking over your
fucking
desk.
blue cheese, you nasty motherfucker.
Yeah.
You don't know shit about sports.
I do know about sports. I
what?
choose not to pay attention.
It's a pretty simple Sunday.
Oh
Wow,
my god.
it's a ballsy move.
Border
Once again,
jumping is not a
The
sport.
Super Bowl is
I
the
did
only
get,
thing I actually pay
Some
attention.
little containers because Austin and I are always trying to find things to put.
Not that I
Oh,
watch.
man.
I bet.
Oh man.
Divorce.
Yeah,
Nuggets.
why did you let him here?
I can come up anytime I want, Rick. Nah.
Unfortunately, he can pop up anytime.
He's like a,
You'll be able to.
Co-founder,
you'll be able
bitch.
What do you?
he's like a bad middle. He's like a
I
bad
don't know.
middle of the school day erection. It just pops up anytime.
No idea. No, I wanted to comment on the whole the Taylor Swift thing. I'm pretty sure she bought the fucking Super Bowl for her boyfriend. Don't I mean I put it in the
That's
comments
her-
for a reason because it's true.
No, Taylor.
She's got more money and brains.
I disagree, but either way, Taylor
I
Swift.
think
I don't
her money-
hate. I don't hate Taylor Swift. Like I
don't
hate that
either.
the NFL is putting so much focus on her. She has nothing to do with
Agreed.
football.
Exactly.
And
but
I've said this before. I think as a role model for teenage girls, she is a phenomenal role model. She's never had anything bad. You can't say a bad thing about her except for
However-
political
Hey,
beliefs.
she
However-
does have something to do with the NFL. She's in the entertainment business.
That's it.
exactly. And
That's it.
she's putting asses in seats because there are a lot of more people watching the game so they catch a glimpse of her.
I mean, you're talking about a woman whose music career single-handedly affected the United States economy. Single-handedly affected the United States economy. So
You can't say that about Beyonce. I'm just saying.
is she a big deal? Yes, she's a fucking huge deal. Is she a big deal in the NFL? Only because
Exactly.
she's dating Travis Kelce, and the whole story behind how they got
That's what
together
dick sticks. It always
is what made
What are they?
dick sticks.
Exactly. And it comes down to it
Oh,
doesn't
shoot.
if she was just at the game,
Don't
it wouldn't
bury
be a
it.
big deal.
it would
But-
be, oh look, she's just like
Ingredients.
you're
Right.
going to see Bradley Cooper today and Mark Wahlberg in Eagles gear. You're going to see them there,
Of course
but they're not
Wahlberg's
going to
gonna be
focus on
Eagles
them.
gear.
You know, they're
He's
going to
been
see
talking
them,
to his alley.
but they're not gonna put. I bet you she makes 5 times the camera time that those two guys make.
Oh, guaranteed. Guaranteed.
So
What was it last year? She was on camera almost as much as the fucking players.
yeah. Well, they've kind of shifted away from that a little bit this year.
God, I hope so.
Thankfully.
I'm not gonna watch because let's be honest, I don't give a shit. I just want to know, like I asked you guys.
You want us
the
to help you try to
over-under.
make some money. We
No,
know.
no, because when I saw the over under was 48.5, I was like, oh yeah. Well,
Do you
I
need my
listen to you
Cash
guys.
app so you can send our cut to me or my cut to me? And like stuff to him?
that's cute. Actually, it's gonna go to Nikki to buy me shirts.
Of course, I
Um,
don't think pesos fucking break down into American money very well.
It
So
does. You divide it by half.
the exchange rate is not very good.
Actually, the exchange rate is 20-1. So $1 is 20 pesos.
Yeah,
So
But
so
the exchange rate from pesos to
the
US
dollars is still
currency.
20-1.
But what I'm saying is, you're betting, and if you're betting and winning in pesos, you're not going
No,
to
but
win
I
as
bet
much.
I bet $100, which is 2,000 pesos.
Oh
So
my god!
so
Okay.
if
Either
I
way.
win,
Why
yeah.
does it keep doing that?
Anywho,
Moving on.
when it comes down to that's the only reason I pay attention to you guys sometimes, for the simple fact is like I can use this information because let's be honest, as you said, I know the rules, I know how the game is played, but when it comes to the stats, I have no fucking clue and I don't actually care. And I don't really care who's wins, although I just want to kind of I have a thing for the Eagles for the simple fact of the Vince Papale movie because that's how I learned about football is movies. it comes down to if I don't care who wins, because as long as the score is combined score is over 48.5, I'm good. Even I think the spread I have to beat is by 5. It has to be 5 over 48.5.
That's pretty.
I think it's going to be hit or miss. I think
Well,
it's
Derek,
either
you
going
were
to be
saying
a
you were
high-scoring
thinking
game or it's
68.
going to be low. Yeah, that's what I'm
my
going.
fear.
I think that's what it's going to. But I also fear too that both of these defenses are going to show up, and it's going to be
gonna be
more
the
my
game
like
could be 21-24 end.
That's what
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
afraid of.
But
Because that's what I wanted to ask. What's the defense look for the Chiefs?
Welcome to the world of gambling on football.
Oh no, I've been gambling on the Super Bowl for as long as I can remember.
What you should have done was bought squares.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
literally go in. I don't like the problem when you go to the sports book. It sucks you in because they got 45 fucking different games on from horse racing to baseball to like a fucking turtle race. No joke. And it's like I'd walk in. I'm like, I what's the over under? Okay, I want under. Here's my $100. Give me my ticket. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Or I'm gonna sit here all day. Because if I got money on a game, I'll pay attention.
Who's commentating the game tonight? Like, do you know? Are we gonna have to listen to Collinsworth or not?
Hold on one second. We'll give it.
Oh, please, can't
you get
be.
no
Come
commentating
on,
the Super
man.
Bowl.
This guy's going to be on here like blowing Mahomes the whole game.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh, Jim, did you see what Mahomes?
Tom
just
Brady
did?
and Kevin Buckhart.
We're watching greatness at work.
So it
Don't
says
worry, Pat.
Kevin.
I'll rub your penis later.
How do you say this guy's name? Kevin Burkhardt?
Kevin Burkhardt
Tom
and
Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
You know what? I'm
good.
actually kind of excited about Tom Brady announcing the
Yeah.
Super Bowl because he's the only quarterback that Patrick Mahomes hasn't beaten the Super Bowl.
Well,
they were talking about that this morning.
And I hope he points it out 10 times tonight.
They were talking about that this morning on game day about the Mahomes empire, whatever you want to fucking call it, and how at his young age of 29 or whatever, he could have already had 5 Super Bowls or whatever. And then Rich was like, well, there was this one guy, some of you may have heard of him. He came from Michigan. His name was Tom Brady.
Yeah.
He put the damper on him not once, but twice.
Yep.
Like, get him, Rich. Get him, Rich.
Oh,
I actually know
yeah.
who Patrick Mahomes is. So.
I do
Well, I
love
would
the
hope
fact
so.
that they are talking about the first ever three-peat in NFL history, and the Green Bay Packers are like, hello, 65, 66, 67.
It's
And they're
the
like,
Packers, dude.
the pre-Super Bowl era, because the Packers won Super Bowl 1 and 2. But if you also go even farther back, the Cleveland Browns have done it twice, done a three-peat.
Really?
They did it in the AAFL championship, and then they did it
So
in the
it's an
NFL
asterisk.
championship before the Super Bowl era.
It's
they're
pre-Super
before
Bowl
the
era.
Super Bowl, yeah. So they could be the first team to win 3 in a row per the Super Bowl era, but they're not the first team to win 3. And I love that the Green Bay Packers are just being that thorn in their freaking side for no reason other than the fact that they can.
That's fucking great.
I love it. Because
I
when Cleveland left and they went to
What time
Baltimore,
is the game?
I became a Packers fan.
It's 6.
Mhm.
So I've got a soft spot for the Green Bay Packers still, and I like when they do well.
You know what I'll be doing during the game? Just curious. Do you want to know? I'll be working on hitting Master Prestige on Call of Duty with the game on the little TV to my left with the subtitles on.
That's what I'm thinking of doing. Is I might throw it up on my phone while I watch a movie or something.
She said she's going to bed. She said, "Fuck the Super Bowl."
I don't blame her.
You don't
I
want to
was
watch
thinking
the Puppy
same
Bowl
thing.
at least?
What the fuck is the Puppy Bowl?
I don't know. It's
That's
something
where
that
they-
fucking Purina puts on.
Are they
got
doing the
the-
same thing they did last year with the Disney Channel thing, where they're putting it on Disney and the
Nickelodeon.
Is it Nickelodeon?
Does Nickelodeon have their hand in it this year too?
I don't know. They had the last couple years. I think what Nickelodeon does is really cool. By the way,
It's great to
I
get
I
kids
love
involved.
the Disney one. I thought that was cool.
They did one with the Simpsons, didn't they? Too.
Really?
I think they
What?
did one with the Simpsons.
Maybe some
What's
years
that?
back they did.
I was
Yeah, I was
gonna
gonna
say,
say it. Yeah, long time
Where they
ago.
simulcasted it with the Simpsons players or Simpsons as players or something.
Yeah, I love what they do with Nickelodeon. I mean, because they have like SpongeBob and Squidward or
Yeah,
Patrick
yeah.
are commentating the game. And then
Yep. You know what I would really love? I think that it would be great to have McAfee and the Manning brothers do a Manning cast together for the Super Bowl.
ooh, I like
That would be totally worth watching. I think that would be really good. I think that would seriously help ratings too.
You know, who
you
need?
give me McAfee, the Manning brothers, and Jason Kelsey, and I'm in.
Right.
Oh yeah,
I-
let's
I-
throw Fitzpatrick
like
in
next-
there too. Fuck it.
I'd like to see the
That's
I'd like
a
to see the
good lineup.
Kelsey brothers commentate
Yeah.
because those guys are
Not-
fucking hilarious.
Not the brothers.
Travis is
Travis has to
busy
play.
No, I'm not
Dumbass.
saying this year. I'm not saying this
Travis
year.
is a little. Travis is
I'm
a
saying,
little
like-
busy today.
like when they're not playing, it'd be cool to see them commentate a game.
Travis
Whether
is
it's
trying to
Super Bowl
plan
or
his
not.
pregnancy. So, but yeah, like
No.
you give me McAfee, the Manning brothers, Jason Kelsey, and Fitzpatrick on a panel to do the
Yeah.
game. You're gonna have and you know who you could have on the sideline? RG3.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
Put RG3 down there on the sideline like Holly Rowe.
Fucking throw
Bro.
Jameis Winston in there.
The
somewhere,
NFL
too.
is put him on the other side. The NFL is stupid for not pulling this shit off.
Yeah, but you know what? Nobody would watch the game. They would all watch that.
Oh
That's
no.
the problem.
The point is though, they don't care about the game, they care about the ratings.
This
Mhm.
is true.
NFL is a money grab. They care about the ratings, not the game.
Yeah, the more shit they got going on, the more money they make.
Absolutely. So
No,
I don't know.
I would definitely. I would be in for that. I would 100% watch that.
You know who they need is
And
Jason
I
Bateman
just
as Costner.
I also just want to see. I also want to see Pat McAfee just roast the hell out of the Manning brothers because
he likes them, so it'd be funny.
I know. Well, he you know he's doing the WWE thing, and him and Michael Cole are super close.
Yeah.
But he spends every Monday Night Raw like they have a whole 5-minute segment where he just roasts the absolute hell out of Michael Cole, and they bring up like flashback, like they were doing the Royal Rumble, and Michael Cole and Cody Rhodes were crowd surfing.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
then the Royal Rumble kickoff, McAfee had like replayed the footage. And he was like, "Look at this dumbass old man crowd surfing."
Heather's
And he was
Grayson, the girl that my kid played ball with.
Oh,
Thanks. And then he was like, he's like, right here is where Michael Cole was violated by the fans, and they grabbed his ass, and he really liked it. And he just spent like 5 minutes just roasting the hell out of Michael Cole, and it's funny as hell because he's not doing it out of spite. You know, he's doing it to be funny. And Michael Cole is a trip, anyways. God bless that man. Absolutely. But yeah, man, I'm sure McAfee's doing something today, Super Bowl wise.
I haven't heard anything. I know he's been down on Radio Row.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, you got to look up these interviews, Jameis Winston interviews that he's been doing all week. That dude
So
is
funny.
I love that guy.
what do you
Huh?
think of the odds
Oh,
of
she
having
got under
Snoop
that
Dogg
motherfucker.
doing commentary
Home run,
as well?
Grayson Tucker.
What?
Do you know what you guys should do at halftime?
What?
At halftime, you guys should come back on
Get
here
rid of Kendrick Lamar.
and talk about the game so far and see if anybody wants to.
You heard me
change.
mention that girl that my daughter played softball for her dad.
Mhm.
She just fucking ripped a 2-run bomb over the center field.
Nice.
Nice. What were you saying, Jeff?
I was saying somebody else really big good at commentating would be Snoop Dogg. I watched you guys play that clip of Snoop Dogg and Jelly Roll. I think because Snoop Dogg, he does great commentary, as you were saying. He'd be great doing Super Bowl commentary too. He'd have to watch his mouth, but
Well, I mean, he's capable of doing that.
and he's
I-
he can do that.
I'm excited for Brady to be in the booth calling the game.
Yes,
I
I think
agree.
that's gonna
I
be
think-
great.
I think he does a really good job. I think he's done a great job this season commentating.
Well, I wanted to ask you guys about that because you brought up that last night. That occasionally he says too much and kind of gets in trouble, and they're like, "Hey, dude, you got to roll that back."
Mhm.
Is it if you think that's going to be an issue for him today?
I think he's already had the pep
talk.
talk. Yeah.
Listen to your earwig. Don't be a cheat on cocaine.
Because, and I think you guys, I think Derek and Rick, you guys watching football, and I think you could agree with me here. Tom doesn't hold back a lot of punches.
No, but he doesn't have to. What are they going to do? Fire him and he's not going to make a paycheck? Oh, my God.
Oh, dear God. I think he's got plenty of money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Considering they matched his lifetime NFL earnings for his salary with Fox.
Are they really? How much is that?
$300 million.
Oh, man, it must be rough.
And
That guy's got a tough life.
I feel like Tony Romo was like that the first couple seasons when he came out.
Yep.
And then you could kind of see that switch.
It's a learning curve.
I think you could kind of see the switch where they tightened up the leash on Romo.
Yep.
Because
I remember the same thing to Aikman.
Yeah, I remember Romo's first season in the booth.
That pulls back.
This cat was up in the booth and he was calling out the plays before they would happen.
Yeah, yeah, it was crazy.
He was calling out.
It was like, yeah, you'll see the defense right here is doing this, but what they're actually going to do is they're disguising, blah, blah, and then and it would happen exactly like he said. And I was like, wow, this guy.
Stop reading the script.
Yeah, that's true. That's what it is. He's already seen the script.
That's funny.
But in recent years, it almost seems like, the leash has been tightened a little bit, and Romo doesn't get out of character too much. I love Romo. I would love to see a pairing of Romo and Brady.
And Greg Olsen. Put Greg Olsen on there, too.
Oh, yeah, I put Greg Olsen in there.
Even though Olsen's made it very clear he does not like Tom Brady at all.
Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of guys.
why you want him on there.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that makes
him and
good
Brady,
commentary.
perfect.
Arguing.
Yeah.
You want to talk about getting your ratings up? Just turn it into Jerry Springer.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of
and then
former
add a
players.
little wrestling to it. Like the guys get mad and in commercial break, they come through, bang, he slams a chair on
right?
him. You know what I mean? Throws
Fucking
him out
in.
the booth.
I might actually watch.
Right.
That's fucking funny.
I think there's probably
Hey,
a lot.
Tom!
I think there's probably a
Here
lot
comes
of
Gronk, out the side.
Gronk and Edelman come in to save Tom.
Did you see that Gronk? Did you see Gronk said he would step out of retirement to play a season in Buffalo and retire as a Buffalo Bill?
Why?
Because it was always his dream. Because he's from there, and it was his dream to always play for Buffalo, and he was never given the opportunity.
Yeah, nobody
somebody
cared
else
but him though.
Yeah, I just say somebody else that's talking about possibly coming out of retirement is J.J. Watt.
I haven't heard that. I think he can. He's got too much money wrapped up in other shit.
He was.
He said he would to play with his brother in Pittsburgh, and that was it. He said that on McAfee one day.
Yeah, he was on his Instagram or something. I seen it. He was talking about that he's thinking about coming out of retirement. And I'm like,
well, he's losing his ass off on that soccer team he bought.
Yeah, the cat's still in great shape. I mean,
all right, boys, I'm gonna bounce.
See ya.
Later.
All right, good
luck.
luck.
Went deep into sports, and I was like, I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah, he's still in great shape, and he's not super old. Yeah,
he's in his mid-30s, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
but he's losing his ass off on that soccer team he bought in Europe. So
he needs some money.
Oh fuck yeah!
So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna come out of retirement.
Dude,
right quick.
They're fucking terrible.
Recoup my losses.
That he bought is terrible.
Yeah, he's only 35.
Yeah.
That's the thing too, man, with NFL players. Like, people don't realize these boys get a bunch of money, they get these big houses and stuff, and then their career ends and they're spending all this money. It's like, how you keep up that lifestyle?
You got to do things like Tom Brady did.
Yeah, you got to have something after football.
But there ain't enough sportscaster spots for all them players, man. Tom can never come out of retirement now, right? You did know that?
Yeah, there was a when he signed with Fox, there was something in his contract or something.
Not even just that. When he took part ownership of the Raiders, he's not allowed to play in the NFL anymore.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah.
That locked him out from ever being able to play for a team.
I don't think he has any desire.
I don't think he does either, but they did say it.
I mean, the guy. I mean, he's obviously if not the best quarterback in NFL history, he's definitely number 2. I don't know who would be better than him.
To be honest with you, I can't put a name who would be better than him because he surpassed the records of Bradshaw, Montana, all of them. Like,
yeah.
Who could you even put in that conversation?
he was the only other person that I would put like I wouldn't even put him close, to be honest, but I would just say like a comparison would be Peyton Manning. He's not even close, like in the sense of accomplishments, but as far as reading the game and the way they played, like reading defenses and picking them apart, that was like how Manning played. So as far as like intelligent QB, that would be the only person I could.
And that's why before you got here, Derek, I had made a point. You cannot put Patrick Mahomes in the same conversation as Tom Brady for a couple of reasons. Number one, Brady has 7 rings. He has 7 rings. Pat could potentially have 3, okay? But even if he got 7 rings, and broke all of Brady's records, he still lost to him in 2 Super Bowls. So he will never surpass.
And Brady. He's playing with more games a season now. Yep. You know what I mean? Like a good part of his career is going to be 1 extra game, and then they're probably going to go to 18 games. You know what I'm saying? A season. And so he's going to have all those extra games per season to be breaking, quote unquote, breaking these records. So
did Tom beat him in 2 Super Bowls? I thought he beat him in an AFC championship and then a Super Bowl.
Might have been that. Yeah, he had to beat him in an AFC championship because he beat him in the Super Bowl with Tampa.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought it was.
It could have been him in 2 Super Bowls. Like, I'm sorry. But he still beat him in 2 of the biggest games of the year.
Yeah, and it's like, listen, you had to wait for me to leave the league, and so you could take over. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of teams had to wait for Tom to leave.
And Brady,
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. And Brady, he may have, we could say what we want about the different ways that they quote unquote cheated, but at least they quote unquote cheated in that way, like in real life, not the referees giving you just calls all the dang time. You know what I mean? Like, it's different. It's different. So I feel like a lot of stuff going on with Mahomes right now, in my mind, is a little bit tarnished, It's just
he'll never surpass. Well, what I'm saying is he'll never surpass and be better than Tom Brady because he has those 2 losses to Brady and the 2 biggest games he ever played against him.
Yep.
Plain and simple, cut and dry. He can break every record he wants. He can win the same amount of Super Bowls as Brady. Brady will still always be 1/2 a step.
But then even saying that, he's got to go to another team and win one of those rings too.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Or it won't matter to me.
Yep.
The
only way he could be deemed better than Brady is to win an 8th Super Bowl. That's it.
And and you know what? You know what he has to do? It ain't even 8 Super Bowls for me. He's got to be 40 years old. You know what I mean? And out there and not able to do what he's doing now, like he's running around, and he's still able to use his mind and pick people apart. If he's not doing that, I'm sorry, man. You're not Tom Brady.
You never will be, exactly. As far as I'm concerned. And anybody that wants to argue about that, I welcome your argument because I've said what I had to say and proven my point. Simply with statistics. Like I didn't even take into the fact that he won with a second team. I didn't even consider that fact.
Yeah.
A team that wasn't even on the verge of winning a Super Bowl until Brady got there.
Yeah, they had some good players. They had good bones. They just, it's like a house with good bones. It needed a remodel. Yep. And they just brought in the right contractor.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They NFL game day just asked the question of what's the biggest difference between Super Bowl 57 when the Eagles and Chiefs played and the Super Bowl today? And in big letters across the screen, and everybody said it, Barkley.
Yep, no doubt. Saquon Barkley. He's going to be the difference maker in the game today. If they can contain him, the Chiefs will win. If they can't stop him, the Eagles are going to win. They're going to win it. That's my belief. That's my belief. And you'll know by halftime how this game's going to go.
Yeah.
You'll know by halftime.
Yeah, no, I don't think there's any argument, and it's you have the argument in the NBA, who's the GOAT, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? There's going to be no argument in the NFL that Tom Brady's the man. Not unless somebody comes in down the road and does everything Tom Brady did and more.
Well, and somebody else said the argument between LeBron and Jordan. Now go be successful, LeBron. Go be successful in 2 other sports too.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan was successful in.
He played at a professional level in
I
2 other
mean,
sports.
Not only that, I feel like
he played professional baseball because
And
he's
golf.
Michael Jordan, and he was at baseball.
Doesn't matter. He played on a professional level in 2 other sports.
Plus, the comparison to Jordan and LeBron, it's 2 different eras, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's 2 different eras.
Completely
and
different eras.
I always think about this too. I'm like, why are we always leaving Kobe out? Like Kobe, man, was like a monster like Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was a monster with it. And it's like he had 5 championships, right?
Yeah, something like that. I'll never forget
LeBron,
the Shaquille O'Neal diss rap without Kobe. When he went and won a ring, and then he was after Kobe told him he couldn't win a ring without him, and Shaq went and won a ring, and then he did that without Kobe rap.
Oh my God, I did not know that. I definitely need to listen to that.
Dude, you gotta find it and listen to it.
That's funny.
Shaq went I think he went to, where the hell did he go to win that? I think he went to Miami or something like that and he won a ring. And when he left the Lakers, Kobe was like, "You'll never win a ring without me." They had their little feud. And then he won and did a diss track. And I'm like, you fucking fool. I love Shaq.
That's awesome. All right, guys.
Fellas,
I think we beat the sports horse to death today, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to say earlier. I was like, man, it's like we're beating a dead horse at this point.
I've given you your updates on your softball. We've talked about everything. Oh, I do got to cover one more thing. Sean Strickland did lose last night to Duplessis in the MMA fight for the title again. So Strickland is now 2 losses against Duplessis. By decision, nonetheless. He lost by decision, nonetheless. And Zhang Wei Li retained her title.
No, definitely didn't get that one. So on the UFC 5, the video game, they have you can make picks and win rewards on the game. So I went there and I'm like, I don't know shit about shit. So I just made a bunch of picks for last night's fight on the video game. Yeah, you can win.
Bro, holler at me the next time you do that.
Yeah. I did like you pick who's gonna win, how they're gonna win, what round they're gonna win.
Bro, holler at me the next time you do that. I'll help you out.
So, yeah. It's just in-game rewards. I was like, this is pretty cool. I've been playing.
Yeah, Duplessis beat Strickland last night by decision, and Zhang Wei Li retained her title for the co-main event.
Nice.
So
nice.
That was how that all went last night on the UFC.
What was the fight of the night?
Actually, there was only one fight that got an A grade, and I don't even know which one it was. I didn't pay for the fight, so.
Well, gentlemen, Derek, you got anything before we get out of here? You got anything going on in your world? You pushing anything new? You pushing anything old? Got anything you want to say before we get out of here?
Just no, not really. Everybody just, try to do your best to enjoy the Super Bowl,
Fly, Eagles fly.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd hear those words.
Oh, that's the Chiefs, right? They do the little tomahawk stuff.
That's racist.
I'm sorry. We just got canceled.
Son of a bitch.
Our lawyer got us canceled.
Yeah.
Way to go,
guys.
Way to go, attorney.
Yeah, I never thought I would rules. I never thought I would utter those 3 words in my life, but I did. Fly, Eagles fly. What about you, Rick? You got anything you want to add before we get the flock out of here?
Working on a guest for one of our Sunday shows. He's a world heavyweight belt holder, MMA fighter, and currently a 39-year-old semi-pro football player for the Cherokee County Bruins here in Georgia. Working on that one to see if we can't get him to come up and talk some stuff. Just put on a great fight card last week here in Georgia. His name is Warren Thompson. He's phenomenal. He's a fucking monster of a man. So working on trying to get that one lined up so we can have something to talk about a little bit in the off season as the semi-pro football season is about to start for those guys. And he still has his fighting stuff going on all the time. So make sure you stay in the know about that to see when that's going to come up. Outside of that, I don't think I have anything else.
Nice. Speaking of guests, next Sunday, tune in. We have Ben Kraft will be hanging out with us. He is the CEO and founder of Crafted Iron. Personal development and fitness for men. He does motivational speaking and whatnot, and he's also into fitness. He's going to be joining us. As Rick and I had the discussion last Sunday, we are on a weight loss journey ourselves. Both of us are trying to eat better, get into the gym. I'm making it a point to try to go to the gym almost every day. We're taking Wednesdays and Sundays off from the gym. But outside of that, I think he's going to be a good guest. We'll probably have some good conversations with him. So tune in next Sunday for that. If you guys could stick around just for a minute after the show backstage, I want to tell you guys something, kind of a cool little achievement we've reached here on this show. As far as make sure you guys check out the rest of the shows we have here on the network. Mondays is Men Caring for Men. Announced last night, Wally will now be doing 2 shows. Monday nights he will be doing Speedway Stories, and then Thursdays will be a separate show for Cold-Blooded Conversations. So Wally will be doing motorsports on Mondays and reptiles, and he's got some guests coming up here soon. Reptile stuff on Thursdays. Tuesdays is Glick's House of Music. I don't have a guest as of right now this week, so I think we're doing a Blazing Glick's mixtape. We're going to hang out, just talk music, do an open panel. I may reach out to some former guests. Derek, if you want to pop in, you're more than welcome to pop in for a few minutes. You don't have to stay long. Tuesday night, we'll be live about 8 o'clock. When we do the mixtape, we just talk music, whatever comes up, and then I play music from former guests, and we open the panel, but I also reach out to some former guests and see if they want to pop in and say hello and catch up and see how they're doing and stuff like that. It's just a random thing, Blaze, and I decided to do when I don't have guests. Wednesday nights being what the fuck news. If it's in the news and it makes us say what the fuck, we're going to talk about it. Thursdays, as I said, is cold-blooded conversations. Yes, with Wally. Fridays, Nonsense and Chill. Blaze and Jeff are watching movies, hanging out. And Saturdays, nonsensical nonsense. Doing the crazy Saturday night shenanigans. Every other Saturday afternoon is Cash's Corner. Cash and I get together and talk a little wrestling. We did that yesterday. And then Sundays is us right here doing our thing, talking some sports, hanging out, shooting the shit in the sports world. Make sure you guys check out all the shows. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share. bio.link/nonsensical network. And don't forget, while you're there, to check out Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. Nikki can get you your nonsensical swag, or you can just get personalized stuff. Whatever you want to get, Nikki can get you taken care of at Beauty and the Beard Creative Corner. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for hanging out. As always, we will be back next Sunday with Ben Kraft, and we'll probably touch a little bit on the Super Bowl. On the Super Bowl. Adam Thielen, 64 career reception touchdowns, tied for 8th among 8 active players. He's on the panel right now. But there you go. Until next time, we'll see you guys. I'm gonna hit this button and get the flock.
Nonsensical network, different flavor every day. Movie talks, new flicks hitting the display. Microphone magic, musicians spill the praise. From reptiles to motorsports, burning rubber craze. Football clashes, touchdowns, epic plays. News spinning, catching on the latest phase. Gleaming cars, engines roaring up the pace. Street tales, urban stories we embrace. Tune in, every week diverse. Groove to the beats, let the rhythm immerse. Lyrics flowing, ciphers full of verse. Nonsensical network, feel the universe. Interviews buzzing, stars in the circuit. Worlds of tapestry, pieces we interpret. Hip-hop to rap, the flow never stagnant. Reptilian tales, nature's arrangement. Cars with muscle, engines with might. Motorsports roaring, speed in the night. Discussions heated, always a delight. Network of nonsense, but the vibe's just right. Tune in, wait for